Welcome everybody to the Walker Twiins podcast. I'm Chris.
I'm Carrie.
And we are the Walker Twiins.
Twins.
As always, we are broadcasting from the temple with our main man, Sage.
What up? What up?
What's up, guys?
We need an intro.
We do.
Anybody want to help us with an intro? Make a beat.
Something.
I don't know, a little
Maybe
mix.
Maybe a contest.
Yeah, something.
Man.
See, let's have the people put out their best material.
We coming on kind of dry, so we try to come out to other people's music, and then we get shut off of YouTube.
Yeah. So
Can't do that.
nah.
Don't risk that.
We got original material.
Yeah. Somebody come out with a Walker Twins beat.
And that's like free promotion every episode.
Every
Yeah.
episode.
You know? So
Yeah. People are gonna ask who made it.
mm-hmm.
Could be you.
We'll say it. We'll give them credit each show.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, we should have a few different ones. Like we need a hip hop one. Do we need an EDM one? Do we need an R&B one?
Slow jams.
Yeah.
I like the slow jams idea.
Yeah, just a couple different, depending on our mood, or we can switch it up
agree.
every other episode.
I like that
definitely.
idea.
Definitely.
So we
a
have
country one.
So don't.
For our country fans.
So everybody send your stuff in. You know,
Yeah.
Walker Twins, all social media, Walker Twins,
Send it to our
Gmail.
Gmail. Yeah.
the Walker Twins at gmail.com. Shameless plug. Guys, how was your week, Sage?
My week's been interesting. I got another. I think we're gonna have to make this a section,
Segment.
a segment. Yeah. I got some more weekend news.
Sage's weekend update. Or the weekend update. Can't get,
Yeah, get
fused.
that right. Get that right. So from my understanding, the Billboard Awards happened
Yes.
recently, and The Weeknd won 8 Billboard Awards, which supposedly is the most ever for a male artist.
And here's where I'm going to come and correct you and say you are wrong. Usher.
Okay, maybe at the last decade.
Yeah,
The last
sure.
decade.
Said last 10 years.
And The Weeknd did give the OG Usher an apology.
Oh, that's what that was. I missed
Twitter.
that. I saw something about an
Yeah.
apology. Okay.
So
Well, yeah, last decade. But still,
I'm not taking anything away from The Weeknd. That's impressive.
a lot of people still don't know who this guy is. So he's
The picture with him holding on the trophies, I think, is one of the first time I seen him smile.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, why? He looks different. He looks wrong.
Yeah. He got the same energy I got going.
I love all the Weeknd memes where he had the hair for the girl from Adam's Family Wednesday.
Oh,
This is when you wait for the weekend, but it's only Wednesday.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
that's awesome.
Yeah, so
Hilarious.
my week was good. I was jumping up,
Yeah.
screaming. Yeah, it was good.
Oh man.
I believe it.
Yeah, I'm dead serious. I'm not. This is not
believe it.
jokes. This is not a joke.
Oh, that's funny.
How's your week, Chris?
It was cool. Plain, simple. Me and Sage went to go see Civil War. It was my second time. Sage's first time.
Finally.
You know, I gotta watch all those movies like 2-3 times. And
yeah, there's a lot of information in those movies.
yeah, definitely. You always miss something. I could watch it 4 more times and be like, oh shit. But
Yeah.
it's a great movie. One of the best Marvel movies. One of the best comic book movies out there.
Man, that was a legit movie.
It had everything in it. Action, funny.
Yeah,
drama.
I was highly impressed.
I thought it was good.
Twist.
I've heard some bad stuff about it, though. A lot of people.
Oh, yeah?
I heard a few people just like a lot of information. Comic book movie. I'm like,
That's every comic book movie. Those are people who just trying to buy into the hype. And let me go see wherever buy their T-shirts and go. Like, oh yeah, you like this person too? Oh, somebody got me this shirt.
I think
I'm
people
like,
just
really,
want like nonstop action.
Man, that movie it was like a good, well-rounded movie.
But nonstop action is not good movies. You need a story.
It's definitely not a good movie.
Hey,
you
I'm on your guys' side.
I've read
I'm
comic
just
books
saying
where
I'm just saying
it's
what I
all
heard.
dialogue because they're getting into the story, and then the next comic book is like action. Like these nerds. These people.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead.
That's your right.
Yes, my riot. I'm having a new favorite. Remember we did our top 5?
Yeah.
I think I'm breaking my top 5 and I'm adding a new character. I don't know who I'm going to kick out, but the Black Panther.
He became a lot of people's favorite after.
And I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm black. And I'm black.
Like, I knew about the Black Panther. I just didn't realize that his background is kind of like based off like real history. Like they brought up some ancient Egyptian gods, Bastet and Sekhmet. And for people who don't know, I'm all about ancient Egypt. So that was just like, I turned to Chris and like grabbed him crazy as hell. I was like, dude, he just said Sekhmet. I'm like, he just said Sekhmet.
I have to go to the movies first and then go with Sage because he wants to explain everything to me in the movie. I'm like, yeah, dude, I know, I saw it.
Yeah, that was crazy. So for anybody else who's into history, if you want real ancient Egyptian history, don't look up ancient Egyptian history. Look up the word Kemet, Kemet. That's the name that they called Egypt. The real name's not Egypt. So just a little Easter egg for everybody.
Where do you rank it between Batman and Superman? Which one do you like better?
Civil War. I'm disappointed. I wanted Batman and Superman to be better, but Civil War was definitely better.
And me, Chris, I have to say I agree. And it hurts me because Batman's, if you go back to episode number 5, top 5, he was my number 1.
Yeah.
But, you know, I liked the movie. A lot of people didn't like the movie. I liked it because I'm just a fan of, you know, what they're doing. But I did feel like they could have done a lot of stuff differently. But this Captain America Civil War movie was just too much off the chain. It's just, I mean, they did a great job with that.
I agree. It was a good movie.
So
I like it
what do you
better than Batman, but I don't think Batman was as bad as everybody's saying. So, but I didn't like about Batman. Like, we know how your fucking parents died. Like, let's show some different shit.
I totally agree. You could have spent 1 minute on it. They spent 25.
Yeah, that long movie. Like, you could have just cut that out, and we could have had a better movie. Just
like
I could have went home quicker.
A lot of people didn't like Lex in the movie. I liked it. I like Jesse Eisenberg. I like Ben Affleck. I've always said I like Ben Affleck.
You did.
I don't care what anybody said. Ben Affleck is dope.
You white, you Ben Affleck.
I was skeptical of Ben Affleck when I heard. I was really upset. Like, I was mad. And then when I saw the movie, I was like, man, he did a really good job.
I heard the next one's supposed to even be better, so we'll see on that.
But now the most anticipated movie is the Black Panther movie. Supposed to have a 90% African/African American cast.
Finally.
And I think that's a great thing. I think I can fit in like South African. I think they can get me in there, man.
I was thinking, I'm like, man, should I go down to Atlanta? Because they got casting calls in Atlanta. I'm like, should I go down there and just try to like pass?
I got bros.
Should we all try to pass?
Right.
And then like make a big stick out of it. Like, oh, so you guys don't believe in
right.
South Africans.
But can you do a whole movie like this? I don't know, man.
No.
I can, man. I think I can do it. I mean, you get breaks. Like the movie, you're not going to have to do it for 2 hours.
We would definitely be like the characters who let the white people into
but he had,
and they had kids, and we would
be the ones their slaves, man.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But I think I heard somewhere that he had like a pretty much like a light counterpart, a light skinned counterpart.
I didn't know that.
Like
We'd be like the albino.
Right.
Let me just get in where I fit in. How about that?
Right.
The White Panther.
Right.
Albino Panther, some shit like that.
That's funny. Carrie, how's your week, man?
Pretty dry, but it's hot in Chicago now.
Yeah, it is.
It's in the 80s.
Finally, summertime, my element.
But that means the hotter it gets in Chicago, that means more construction and fucking bikers.
Yeah.
And not like motorcycles, guys, like bicyclists just taking over the streets, and real annoying for us drivers And whatever your reason why you take a bike, because it's health reason, you can't afford a car. Hey, that's on you. But get the hell out of my way. I hate when I go in the right lane, right, and trying to creep up in front of the person, just to get like an early start, hit that green light and just bounce. And then a biker pulls up in front of me.
Definitely.
Like,
And
where
now-
are you going?
And now now I got to wait until all the cars let me in because this biker slowed me down from my jump start. Oh, that happened to me today. Oh, I like that. Frustrates me. Like, I can meet the girl of my dreams and I can find out she rides a bike everywhere and I can't date her because that's how much this bothers me.
Riding bicyclists, they bother me too. Like, so bad to the point where it's on my bucket list to hit one of them. Like, I don't want to kill anybody, but
And then they don't have rules. They just run stop signs. It's my turn to go on a stop sign, and just because they're rolling and they just want to keep going, and I start moving, and they get mad at me like, you have to stop.
Yep.
you know which bicyclists I want to hit more? The ones with the kids in the back.
What?
Guy with a kid.
But why do you? That's child endangerment. Because because I don't
Go on
know
a bike path.
in
like, not
Chicago,
in the street.
in Chicago, you have to ride in the street on the bike or you get a ticket. And there's cops on bikes that will pull you over. But come on, man, I hate it.
I'm a sidewalk rider. Like I've always had a policy. Like, I'll go on the street when I feel like it's safe to be in the street. But if I'm like on a busy street or something, like if I got it somewhere where there's a lot of traffic, I'll go on the sidewalk. I'll take that ticket because my life is safe on the sidewalk.
Me personally, I'm not gonna ride the busy streets unless I have to. I'm side street riding it. I mean, yeah, you have to follow the rules of the road, but I'll let the bikers go down one ways. That's fine. But you gotta stop at stop signs, red lights, all that shit.
You know what they do too? They ride in the middle. Like, say if there's 2 lanes, they'll ride in the middle where the dotted lines are.
Yeah.
And it's like it's hard to see when you're driving. When you look back, you're not expecting a person to be in the dotted line. So if you turn, it's so easy just to hit somebody because that quick second they're up, in your blind spot, and then you hit them.
And I hate when they ride in waves.
Oh. I seen that 2 days ago actually, but it was like 6 a.m. They're deep.
Oh, one time.
In band camp.
Carrie really hates bicyclists.
One
It's
time
like-
in band camp.
It's like these kids, and it's about 5 of them, and they're all riding. They're in a straight line, basically blocking the whole street, just riding the bike. So I get up, everybody moves except one little asshole, and that's the one that's in dead smack in the middle. And I'm beeping. He's just looking at me, think it's funny. Oh, I rolled up on his bike.
Oh yeah.
I got so close that he got the hell out of the way.
Oh yeah.
Start cursing him out like, get the hell out of the way. Like, why are you gonna do that? Everybody else was cool, move, like, just let me go. I'm going 40 miles per hour down the side street anyways. You can get out the way. It's gonna take me half a second to pass you by. These little assholes, this one little asshole just want to sit on the block in the middle and just block my way.
Yep, that's what they do.
That sounds like a familiar story.
I got a story to tell.
Oh, what is that, Sage?
Uh-oh.
I got man. Right. I got a story to tell. So, yeah, I got a story about a bike situation. I was going down North Avenue, which is a main street and it has 2 lanes, and I'm in the left lane. So, right by, and it had the 2 solid lines, so you can't no passing, none of that. And this guy was riding in on the 2 solid lines, and I just went around him. It wasn't crazy or nothing. I just went around because I'm like, okay, this dude's like, I'm driving and I'm like, okay, what the hell is he doing here? So, and I went safely. I even went to the other, like, halfway in the other lane and everything. Went around him smooth, kept going. It wasn't crazy like I was trying to be stupid or anything. Then I look back and he's like screaming at the top of his lungs, waving his arms, right? And I'm looking back like, what the hell? This dude's crazy. And my windows were open because it was summertime. And I missed it because I just wasn't expecting at that time. I wasn't like on my P's and Q's. But he like put his middle finger, he like went in my car and put his middle, like, and I missed his arm. I tried to grab it and I missed because I just wasn't prepared. And then so he thought he was scot free, laughing. I revved my motor up, went got close, bumped his back tire.
Hold on.
Dude,
You allegedly bumped his back.
Allegedly bumped his back tire, and he allegedly started lost major control of his bike, right? And then we had to stop. He looks back with this most terrified look, and I just put my hands up the MJ.
Jordan.
I did the MJ, and he was gone. He went ghost.
I don't know why.
I'm so tired of these bikers. Why would you do that, dude?
You're going against
A ton.
You're right. Yeah, exactly.
You got something that weighs what, 20 pounds? I don't know, 30 pounds. What?
Now these skinny wheel hipster bikes now, it's just 5 pounds.
Right. And I got a humongous car, 4-door. Are you serious? Right.
So one time, my aunt Chrissy, a biker ran into her car, and turns out she was drunk, and called the cops. Police came, and she got a DUI. The biker.
Good.
She got a DUI.
You would think, no drinking and driving. You could ride your bike home, but
Yeah, I thought it was for motorized vehicles, but
No.
don't drink and ride your bike, people.
right. Don't drink and ride.
But that's why bikers should have some type of insurance, because if you hit my car, break my tail light, I have to pay for that?
Yeah, that's a funky situation there.
Or I gotta take you to a small claims court.
They got to pay for a lawyer
And all
pay for
that shit.
fees, all that.
Yep. And too, there's laws for bikes. So if you got laws for bikes, you might need to get insurance.
It should be a rule though, if you damage somebody's car, you get to keep their bike until they fix your car.
Something. Because the situation is real sketch right now.
Okay, you can't pay this right now. Oh man, I can't afford. Sorry, I broke your light. That's my fault. All right, cool, man. Here's my information. Give me your information, and you come pick up your bike when you got my money.
Something.
Yeah. I got my bike stolen one time. I was
Damn.
I was young. I was so sad.
I don't remember that
Yeah.
at all.
I blocked it out of my memory. I
Man.
They broke the lock.
broke the lock. I had it locked. Everything.
Damn.
Chicago.
The Twiins expert does not know about that. Damn.
And then I went to the police station. I was like, yeah, I want to make a report for bike. They're like, do you have the serial number for the bike? I said, who the fuck has a serial number for the bike? They're like, oh, you got to register the serial number for the bike. So if we ever find it, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to take that L.
You know who has that? People who ride bikes. Probably have it memorized.
I've never known that.
You know what kills me too? These people who ride bikes with headphones on.
Or they're talking on the phone in general with one hand on what do you call it? The
Yeah, that's
steering
crazy.
wheel,
Handlebar?
Handlebar. I don't ride bikes. I haven't rode a bike in a long time. The handlebar. I drive,
That was
motherfucker.
Chris, everybody.
I drive. Okay, now I'm gonna start pointing out everything else.
No, here we go.
The steering stick, the steering mechanism,
The steering rod.
You know the bar that you handle to go straight. The bar in your hands. Come on, what is it called? There's people who talk with one hand on the handlebar.
Almost.
And then what I had, that's just super crazy to me.
My thing is, if you have your headphones, I understand you want to listen to your music. Have one in, so you got to hear what's going around with you.
Yep.
You're not gonna hear nobody beeping coming out the alley, and the first thing you're gonna do is, "Oh, this motherfucker hit me!" Like, I beeped. You sorry you didn't hear me?
A lot of bikers have no logic. They lose all logic. I'm sorry if you ride your bike. I hope you have logic, but they just lose all survival skills. I'm about to do.
Then they're changing all these streets up
Everything.
with these bike lanes, ruining our 2-lane streets.
Yep.
You see how much space they're giving?
And we live in a cold city.
Right.
So it's for the most part, you can't ride. You're not gonna ride your bike for most of the year.
It's cold in Chicago 10 months out the year. Hey, we're gonna have a bike lane, but these motherfuckers be riding their bike in the snow.
In the blizzard.
But it's not that many people.
Yep.
It's not that many people riding in the cold like that. There are people.
Dude, the last 4 or 5 years, there's been an increase of people riding in the snow.
I don't
It's
know.
white people who are the snow people.
Do you think they're just broke or because 225? I'm on the bus. I'm not riding
All
my
day.
bike in a blizzard.
Me neither. I'm just not doing it.
I can see.
I'm not riding a bike. Like elliptical maybe, but shit.
I would like to ride my bike to work. First of all, I would do it in the side streets and stay away from everybody. But you go to work it's hot. You ride your bike,
Yeah,
you're
and people
sweaty
be
as
sweaty.
hell.
People be super sweaty.
Now you're funky all day at work.
I always ask people. I'm like, I ask people. I'm like, man, you ride to work? I'm like, don't you sweat? They're like, no, I don't sweat. I'm like, get out of here.
What?
Like, yeah, right.
I sweat thinking.
Right.
Let alone riding a bike to work.
Every time I ride a bike, like afterwards, my ass hurts for like 3 days because I'm not used to the seat. No matter what kind of seat you put under, the gel seat, whatever.
Nah.
Asshole.
Bikes aren't really for like
comfort
built for men too much.
Right.
You know, just not. It's not a manly.
Can have the right seat, I guess. Oh, people are doing it every day.
I mean, it's always gonna be tough. I don't care what kind of seats you got.
But what's his name? Armstrong did it for how many years and had ball cancer.
What did he? I didn't know. Is that what it was? I don't remember what he had.
Testicular cancer.
Oh, damn.
He got a testicle removed. That's why they call him half
damn.
nuts.
Are you serious? That's messed up.
And then he did steroids and his career is tarnished.
Damn.
They're all doing steroids and that. It's like baseball.
Somebody, I think, did somebody like snitch on him or something?
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Dude,
Yeah.
I think they
Take the L like a man.
what happened was they everybody who took steroids forfeited. So the person who came in like 18th place, like it was like that many people,
Damn.
or it was maybe some even more crazy.
Do you so like because you always hear about like teams that have to like college teams have to forfeit the whole season and do you celebrate that win? Like
if you look in the books, it's just nothing there for 7 years. It's just blank.
but like you just said like the person in 18th place end up winning like but do you like I mean you're like oh okay whatever I don't care
if the 18th person, yeah. Hey man,
Well,
I mean they're probably salty because they could have had all those endorsements and everything. It's just like what is?
I'm pretty sure since sports started becoming, you can get paid decent. There's been steroids. I think back in the day, they used to do like horse steroids. Everybody's been on the juice. Whatever was available, people were on.
But if I'm Nike and I'm paying somebody $250 million and they start sucking, I'm like, dude, take these steroids.
He was taking this stuff that was making his blood like thicker, and it was helping him perform better. I forgot the exact one, but it was like making your blood thicker. And now they didn't test for that. And then they started testing for that. I'm so mad. I gotta look it up, but I don't think it was technically like steroids, performance enhancing drugs.
Oh no, yeah. I think there's something about oxygenating, or I don't know. There's something you can like enhance your blood, and you get better performance. Yeah, but I think I swear whatever was available at the time, no matter what era, people were on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's what he said. He
So
was
people,
like, everybody was doing it.
I mean, but any era. So people are like, oh, they were, all natural. Highly doubt it.
One thing you don't really hear about is basketball players doing steroids.
I swear LeBron James is on steroids.
He's just a naturally big dude. Though.
I got a theory. You know why I say that? I think LeBron and Dwayne Wade was on steroids because when he went to the
Miami.
Heat,
Oh yeah.
when he went to the Heat, it was something weird and no one else. I kept trying to bring it up to people, but no one was catching it. But I caught it every time on SportsCenter. Whenever they had like an interview, they had this like ball. There was like a bump. Then they both had it in the same place on the side of their like neck. I'm like, I saw it once. I'm like, okay, maybe he got hit. But then I saw him both of them, and then they're like really they're not getting hurt. Nothing. I'm like, these dudes are on steroids.
Yeah, Lance Armstrong was using EPOs, which is
EPOs.
and testosterone, where EPO is increases your red blood count to raise oxygen levels,
See, yep.
so you can function better.
Yep.
Ooh. Who cares?
Okay,
That's like
take some
when-
EPO and see
like
how
when-
your workout goes.
What was it? Football players taking Adderall? What was it?
Yeah, Adderall.
Like so they can focus and play better, and they ban all that shit. They don't want nothing performance enhancement, whatever it is.
It's called.
That's
just
why they
don't get
ban
caught.
marijuana because they're considered a performance enhancement drug.
But-
they won't tell you that. but I bet that's what it is.
But everybody was using it, so it still evens
It's
out.
an even playing field. And if you weren't, that's your problem.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But what
What
happens
happens
is
you get these people out of like these rookies out of college or whatever, and then they're like scared to take it, and they're like, "No, just do it. Everybody's doing it," and then they probably snitch.
It's always that person who's like about to get cut or having a bad season or it's in their contract. They need to have a certain year.
Somebody take their playing time.
Yeah, you gotta get that little extra boost. Just think about it. You have a multi-million-dollar contract on the line, and you're about to lose it. Well, you're gonna do everything you can to save that contract.
Yeah.
You left school early. You don't got that degree. You barely. Some of these dudes can barely talk on the interviews.
I mean, but what would you do? Say, let's compare it to school. Everybody's cheating on the test and you're not, and everyone's getting 100%. Saying you're over here with,
where's the cheat
with
sheet
a
at?
67.
Where that at?
Sign me up. Yeah.
And you're trying to do it all by yourself.
That happened one time, man. Shit. Man, back in 8th grade, was it?
Man, no, I think it was it.
No.
It was before 8th. I think it was before
6th grade.
I think so.
Man, 6th grade was a spelling test. And how our old school was set up, it was called pods, where it was just one big room with about 7-8 classrooms in it, and the middle was empty. That's where you would rotate your classes through the middle. So somehow, some way, the teacher made the answers, like spelled out the answers a certain way. Like it was like A through maybe.
Yeah,
like,
I forgot how it's the setup. I forgot the setup.
Yeah. So somebody in the first period, it was like, oh, this is the answers, and it spread like wildfire. Everybody had the answers. So me, of course, you can give me this extra boost. I didn't study definitions. Hell yeah, sign me up. I get like 2 or 3 wrong, so doesn't look like
That's what you're supposed to do.
right.
Yep.
Like a G. Okay, so we do the test. Then to come to find out, a lot of people did good.
I think people
A lot of people did well, Kerry.
a lot of people got 100s, I think. And I think it was like the really dumb people were getting good. I think that's what the tipping the icing on the cake, when the people were gonna fail were like passing with flying colors.
And I never forget this one girl's facial reaction, because she had got a bad grade, and then she was salty that everybody else had good grades, and she knew, and then I think she snitched.
Probably.
So by this time, about 4 classes took the test. So a lot of people was like doing real good at this test. They questioned everybody.
Yeah.
Because somebody said we were cheating.
Class shut down. Shut down.
Individual interviews, 1-on-1 or 1-on-2, and the 2 was 2 teachers.
Dum.
Okay. Now they're like, if you did it, just let us know. You get a free pass. It's about maybe 60 people, 70
Yeah, it was
people.
a lot of people.
Man, why me and Sage is the only 2 people out of all those people
The only 2
that said we didn't cheat. And me and him got in trouble.
Hell to the no.
And to embarrass you when you got in trouble, they made you stand in the middle of this pod, and everybody just looks at you. And me and him,
I sure as hell looking at him.
there was one other kid standing there, but he was really smart. He really did pass the test on his own.
Yeah.
But that's how I do.
Shout out to a nod.
Yeah. That's how I do. I was like, you know what? I do why this guy stuck around.
That's hilarious.
I mean, it didn't go farther than that, because they had no proof. We kept saying, nah, I was like, I studied.
Man, I was like ice cold. I was like
you never do this well.
Cheat.
I was like exactly why I studied.
And I just picked random problems to get wrong.
Yeah.
I think I got like a 90 or something. But what's weird is That's the grades I was getting anyway. So I'm like, what the hell? I don't care.
And then they switched seats after that, and I got sat right in front of the teacher's desk. Right in front of. But this goofy, right? This teacher would take the first test on the paper and fill the answers out, and then pass out the next sheet of paper, so the imprint was left on my test.
Damn.
So I was like, oh. I can see it, so I still got something wrong just to play it off. And she did not catch on to that.
Nice.
Every time, like, why would you even fill the answer? You made the test. You know this in your head. Why do you?
Wasn't it a Scantron?
No, it was a Scantron.
Oh, okay. Because I knew a Scantron, you gotta have the answer key.
Nah, it was like A through probably like Q or something. Just maybe.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then you.
Yeah,
like,
that was a good story. Like, we met each other. We didn't know.
Yeah,
we didn't know.
it.
Like, we had talked separately. Like, we weren't together.
You guys saw each other in the middle of the pot. Like,
Yeah, I was like, you too?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's what's up.
And all you people who admitted it, man, you guys are bogus.
All right, yeah.
We ride together. We die together. And Chris is laughing at us the whole time because Chris didn't have this teacher.
nah.
Yeah, good times, man. Good times.
That was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool.
That meeting in the middle, it was just like
just laughing.
Like it was
like
classic.
It was like that scene at the end of Four Brothers. They're like, tell us. You're like, all right, I'll tell you. I was with your mama last night. I banged your wife.
Yeah, that was an amazing.
And the good thing is, since we never admitted to nothing, they really couldn't get us in trouble. They just would try and embarrass us, maybe to see us crack, but they just made us laugh.
No, you can't crack.
They should never did that because now we saw who.
Man,
Bitch ass.
Yeah, right. What's the statute of limitations?
Right.
We're gonna take back that credit. You gotta repeat the 8th grade. Probably do better on that shit back then than now.
Right.
Oh shit, that was funny. I remember laughing. I remember seeing you guys there. That shit was hilarious. You guys took it though. You guys took it on the chin.
We were laughing. I mean, we had to stay there for that long. I don't think.
I've always been that way. You're not cracking me. It's done.
Oh, you're gonna punish me by taking me out of the class and make me stay.
Right.
Oh man, do you remember when I did the stink bomb in the bathroom? All those bitch ass motherfuckers that stopped me. Me and Karen was the only one that like, no, it wasn't. They're like, if you guys don't tell us who it is, we're gonna cancel basketball programs. Like, cancel that motherfucker. I'm on the bench anyway. I was like, cancel that shit. I'm on the bench. That ain't gonna phase me. You can't get no, shit.
Everybody wanted to get the stink bomb. Oh, Twiins, let me get a stink bomb. But when the stink bomb go off, everybody,
yeah. What was it? Everybody wanna be gangster until some gangster shit happened.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how gangster the stink bomb was, but
That was gangster for back then.
I was like,
but the problem with everybody would be a nigga, but I would be a nigga.
yeah. Dude.
That's the realest. You know what I mean?
Dude, I'll never forget that. I will never forget them coming up to me. Just say you did it. I was like, did what? I'm like, motherfucker, steak in there. I don't know how I got in there. Shit.
See, I don't know why something like that would get people in trouble. Like, it's a stink bomb. Like, it smells for what, about 10 minutes, and then that's it. Like, what was the big deal? Okay, cheating on the test, that's different. But a stink bomb, that's funny. Like, anybody could have took a shit and they be like, oh, it's a stink bomb. Like, nah, I doodled on myself. You want to check?
Oh,
Bitch ass.
good stories.
This is elementary school.
Good
No,
stories.
that's why you barely talk to motherfuckers after you graduate. You know,
Man.
Then you go to high school, meet some more bitch ass motherfuckers.
Except the ones that listen to this podcast.
Right.
You guys,
Obviously not talking about you.
right. If you guys haven't done so yet, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, The Walker Twins 2 Eyes. Email us on Gmail, The Walker Twins 2 Eyes to Gmail. Subscribe, comment, rate our podcast. If you guys are listening to this, please go and comment.
Yep. Support, please.
Yeah, guys, it takes one button to hit share. Just do it.
And we're funny, man. I we get a lot of praise. I mean, you guys are sleeping on us.
Like the confidence.
What do you say? I don't know how to put this, but kind of a big deal.
You're right.
Speaking of that line, man, y'all see this Kanye Ellen interview?
Yep.
Yeah.
Y'all know I'm #1 Yeezus supporter. And I feel like I'm about to say some blasphemy right now.
Oh, really?
But he makes good points in the wrong tone. For you guys who didn't see it, check it out. We'll tweet the link out. We'll put it on Facebook. For real this time.
I tweet the links I was supposed to tweet.
But he basically went on Ellen. She's asking him questions like, why would you agree to go on a talk show and not talk? She's asking about his kids. Hey, so how's, North treating Saint? Good. She being a good big sister? Yes. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
And if I gotta hear one more interview when he has to mention like Steve Jobs and Walt Disney, like every interview that he did in the past 2 years has brought their names up. Like, we get it. You're talented. Nobody is not saying anything about your music skills. And it's hard. I'm from Chicago. Kanye is my favorite rapper. Go back to the top 5 episode. He still cannot do no wrong in my book, but you got to tone it a little bit.
I agree. I don't know what it is. Like, if you just like tone down just a little bit, like the music he makes is great. His ideas are great. It's just he makes like I have so many people are like, I like his music, but I don't really like him.
And he said that in the interview.
And I know
he knows that. He knows that.
I know he doesn't care. I know he doesn't do that. But if he wants to, he complains about not having the same opportunities as other people. And this is the reason why. I mean, there's so many. Like, we went to the show and it was sold out, 2 shows, and so he has tons of fans. He has the people just like, come on, like, humble yourself out a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I take a little different approach, even though this particular interview, I was pretty annoyed, because I don't know if it was like if he was just trying to act stupid with Ellen, because he was really acting in this, like, except for the part where he was trying to minus the name dropping, except that part, he was like acting really stupid towards Ellen, Like, I don't think Ellen deserved him to, like,
yeah.
You talk that way when you're upset with somebody.
Yeah.
Like, when your girl has been tripping and you're like, yeah,
right.
okay,
Right.
let's
Like,
go. Uh-huh.
You talk to people like that on CNN and shit, not Ellen.
And Ellen's actually trying to give you a shot because she loves Kim Kardashian. She's real good friends with Kim.
Yep.
So it's like, Kim was probably like, can you please get Kanye on the show? Trying to get, try to give him another chance to be like, all right, man, this is your chance to show these stay-at-home moms or these white ladies who watch the show or whoever watches the show that, all right, you're not that bad of a guy. And I've heard stories that are like, no, Kanye is a great person. It's just he can't stand like paparazzi and stuff like that.
Which, in his defense, a lot of paparazzi do be rude as hell. And I probably beat some of them up too, or push them out, breaking cameras and that shit too. Like, you got to have boundaries, and then you also got to understand that that's their job. But still, you don't hit me with no camera, and don't be asking no dumb questions. And like, I would slap dude too. Oh,
There are no such thing as dumb questions. Yeah, right.
There's some truth to that, but like, oh, did she put your fingers in your butt? Like, I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. No, that was a joke, because I've had teachers. So we're with the school. Say that, like, yeah, no, there's dumb questions.
The teachers ask you, someone put fingers in your butt.
Yeah.
No, about the
okay.
the quote. But
I was like, what?
But
what school is this? And where can I apply?
But yeah, I'm gonna defend Kanye just a little bit. His demeanor, like, and this is his body of work and all his interviews, even though this one I wasn't, too happy with. But the meat of the interview, I still believe a lot of people really don't listen to what he's saying, though.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
And even though he might say it stupid, when you get emotional in general, people don't talk the way you want them to talk. And every single person, like, he's human, like everyone else is human, and they want him to be perfect, right? But I can guarantee you, if anybody else was in a position when they got upset or something that wasn't going their way, you're gonna speak in a tone and in a way that other people are not gonna like. Mm-hmm. And so if it's okay for you to do it, cut him some slack. So are you getting the message that he's saying? And when I hear the message, what he's saying, I hear his heart speaking. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of people can't. And sorry, I'm going real sage right now. A lot of people don't listen to what he's saying because their hearts aren't clean. And so I think a lot of people need to clean their hearts up, and then when you clean your heart up, you can hear other people's hearts.
Yeah, that's why I said good message, bad tone, and then some people all they listen to is the tone and turn it off and thinks he's trying to hear what he's trying to say. He really doesn't care. He puts on that white voice in these interviews.
Yeah, he definitely does change his voice.
I don't know what it is, like why he puts that voice on. I don't know. It's the grill getting in his way.
I think that's his real voice. I think he's just. I honestly think that's his real voice because I hear that voice more often than I hear.
Which it's nothing wrong with talking proper. It's not that he's talking proper, but just
why did he change it?
It just changes. It's weird. I can see he talks like that all the time. You can tell in his music.
Everybody got that rapping voice, you know.
Yeah, but
not everybody's Jay-Z whose voice is the same.
I feel like I've heard other interviews like earlier in his career, and he
wasn't talking like that. Yeah, early in his career,
he definitely sounded like he was from Chicago. Like
he hasn't been in Chicago in a very long time. I mean, he drove through.
Yeah, I don't know why he. I don't know. Yeah, it's a interesting.
I think
switch up.
I also think it's probably like to be. In that industry, to be Kanye's friend is a stigma, like it has a bad stigma to it because he's talked about how he's like made up with Taylor Swift. He's made up with her, had dinner with her, all this stuff, and then she goes and like says something bogus about him. Like
then he said, "I made you famous."
Yeah, right. Oh, I love that song.
That's a good song.
But like he said, he had dinner with Mark Zuckerberg about just about his ideas, and then. All of a sudden, he looks crazy because he's not really getting they're not helping him out, defending him. You know, like, oh yeah, I did. Like, yeah, we're gonna make this happen or nothing. So, like, I mean, when that happens to you so many times, you just shut down and you're like, oh, forget these people. But Ellen, it's Ellen.
Yeah.
Those questions.
I did not appreciate that.
Those questions are pre-planned. They're not paparazzi asking you random questions. You have to approve those questions. So you knew everything was gonna ask you. So why not? Like, you ever watch like some late night shows? And you're like, damn, that was a great answer. They had that because it's all pre-planned, you know.
Yeah, and Ellen looked very excited. If you watch it, like to have Kanye on, like she was like, yeah, let's talk about it. Look.
And then you see the interview with Drake and Ellen, and it's just night and day, just fun.
I didn't see that. I
missed that one. That was funny.
Speaking of the famous song, you guys heard the Chance version of it?
I have not.
I'll have to play that for you guys. He had a verse to it that didn't make the album.
Oh.
And they switched the beat up a little bit. Switch the beat up a little bit. Oh, this is Waves. But here we go.
By the way, Twiins, this beat. Oh yeah, he went crazy on real. It was so funny because
This is an interview Chance did with some guy. Hold on, here we go.
Coast black nigga, and don't say nigga unless of course you black nigga. Free country, they say that shit in Tennessee. Cause I got all they white daughters drinking Hennessy. I might go to South with some niggas on the wall. wall. I might go to Oz, take some niggas off the wall. Got the key to the city, the streets on lock. Trying to take them to the top, they say channel so involved. I know King Dolo, third, even the group solo. It's been that way since my shirt had 2 polos. We the kids, they keep in the back. I'm in love with my city, bitch, I sleep in my hat. Yeah, there it is.
Talking about Chance, remember we ran into Chance? Ran to
They
Chance
got off
out.
of there.
Yeah.
I like that version though. I mean, it's a little more of like first Kanye, like college dropout Kanye.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that's not the direction of the song that it goes with. I'm
Exactly.
glad they took him out. I can see maybe doing like, all right, here's a remix or something, but
Yeah. It definitely was. That was not the feel of
no.
the song.
Yeah, what he says in there too. They changed the beat up a little bit because he's like, at first I didn't like this beat, but then they changed it up a little bit, and then the direction they went with. Because I think it's like outlines, webbing out different ideas out there.
Kanye's a musical genius.
So they're probably like, oh, how about we going this way? You do Swiss beats on it, and yeah, but
That's just the final cut. It is what it is.
Kanye makes great music. I like all the CDs he puts out. Even when you think you listen to it, you're like, I don't know about this one. Then afterwards, you're like, oh yeah, it's another jam, another cut, another classic album. I just think he just needs to.
Speaking of rappers, Gucci Mane out of jail.
Yeah, Gucci's free.
The trap is happy.
He's back in the trap. I think an hour after he got out, he was already in the studio in the trap.
Probably.
Like an hour.
He's on house arrest now, so it's probably out of his crib.
Oh, so he had to go to the trap house. It wasn't his choice. That's why he was there.
A lot of people are happy, and a lot of people are anxious to hear some music. I hope he wrote in there. Like I don't want to hear no bullshit.
So he lost his gut.
Yeah, he got fatter in prison.
The first time.
Yeah.
Now.
I don't really care about Gucci Mane like that. I mean, he got some jams,
Yeah.
but I'm not. It's not
I just want
anticipated.
that's what I want. I want jams. I'm not really like listening
He
to this
always
whole
puts a
album
few
type
out.
of stuff. I just want some jams where I could, pump in the car.
Growing up, I was a Young Jeezy fan,
Yeah, that
Can't
was,
ban the snowman,
Yeah, they
But
had
Gucci
beef.
got some cuts, though.
Gucci got a few cuts.
Gucci. I was like, but how much, and this goes for a lot of these rappers, how much can you rap about the trap when you ain't in the trap no more?
That motherfucker's in the trap, man. I've heard people tell stories about Gucci, man. They're like, that's a real ass dude, man. There's people like, all these rappers are fake, except Gucci, man. He's for real. Dude, I think what he had Rick Ross spooked. Like,
I don't know.
He had a couple.
I haven't been following Gucci.
The thing is, because you got Gucci Mane and then Young Jeezy, two real people who probably still sell dope
Most likely.
in Atlanta.
Most likely.
So they probably cross paths like, whoa, you taking my money now?
Yeah, probably.
But that song they made together was my jam, So Icy.
Man, so icy. That's
Can't even
a
find
good
that
one.
version unless it's on YouTube, dude. I gotta
Man,
talk
we'll
to
do some
hacker
digging.
gods.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had a little beef. Took his chain, took Gucci Mane, or Jeezy was just like talking shit. Man, I'll get $50,000 or $10,000, whatever it was.
Like,
Somebody bring me
Rob
his chain, and they shot his ass with a chain for real. He
That's
almost
straight
died.
trap.
Like
he
That's
killed
straight
somebody.
trap.
that's what it was.
self-defense.
Yeah, he shot somebody. Yeah, that's right. Because they tried to rob him.
He killed the dude.
That's straight trap.
Did he get shot too?
Probably. I don't know.
It's crazy life.
That's right, but he did shoot the guy.
That's a crazy life.
I just
Got
wanna-
away with it.
Definitely. I just want to hear some stripper music. Some more stripper music.
Yeah.
Before they, before some politician bans stripper music or something like that. Because there's some politician who's trying to introduce a law for age and weight limits for strippers.
Yeah, I saw that. I was just like, I'm like, man, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm like, that sounded good, at first. But I'm like, I don't know. Wait, because I don't know. an age limit.
What was the age limit? Do you know?
I think it was 28.
28.
I think the age was 28 and the weight was 160.
Wait, they end stripping at 28?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You can't be older than 28, and you can't weigh more than 160 pounds. Damn. Man,
It's not a bad idea.
I don't know. He said after I guess a woman politician came on after him. I guess they were speaking. I guess like in the wherever they convene, and she started going on women's rights and all this stuff, and then he came back and said, "Oh, it was satire."
Yeah, that's what I heard. It was satire, but
That's some funny. Like, what is satire? Like, that was funny. He said, "Yeah, it was satire." You can blame anything. Oh, that was satire.
that was just plain comedy. I think it was one of those things like he knew he was out the door.
Yeah, I think he was wild now.
What's more ridiculous, that or when Ted Cruz trying to ban dildos?
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
That I think banning dildos, the women, the female community would have it would have been an uproar. That really would have set.
He probably got upstaged by a dildo.
Now,
Now,
right?
this is my take on dildos. Would
You have a take on dildo.
Yeah. Would you rather have your girl do somebody else or do a dildo?
That's a good point.
Yeah. I really don't care. No, just kidding. Get the dildo, whatever.
Okay, so you're for not. You would have been against.
Yeah, why not? If you ever go to one of those sex shops and see like the weirdest kind of dildos they have, you're like, why?
That's a lot of weird stuff.
The drill those.
Oh,
You
yeah,
see
there's a lot of weird stuff.
You see something that's like as long as your arm. Like there's one that was like it was like a rubber boot. The bottom was a boot and the top was this like had 5-inch diameter fucking giant cock. Fucking first of all, I think that was art. That was more art.
Females comment. You know,
I don't want to sleep with a person who can fit that.
Why not?
Man, can't compete with that.
Okay, so you're revealing some secrets here?
No, you can't fucking compete with a fucking dildo that's the size 18-incher. I wouldn't even want an 18-inch penis. Because the girl, think about it. The girls who would want to hit it, you don't want to hit.
Explain yourself.
So, a lot of girls are like, nah, I ain't doing that. And then the girls who be like, I'll try it. Then you're like, whoa. What kind of shit you was doing that you would have tried this? Straight. Would you like an 18-incher, Sage? It's like circus shit. Like, that's where you just stand around.
I've heard a lot of girls say they don't like to, like, you know, way out. So, no, I don't think so. I like to run. I want to run, you know. I like to do athletics. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be like completely weighed down. Like, I'm straight. Yeah, I'm okay. Straight with that.
I definitely wouldn't want that. Like, I think I would want that like if I was like 45 years, 50 years old. You know, like just to be like, yeah, this is me. Yep. And then
after your life is ending.
Pretty much. And then like if like you dated a girl you know I've been with, you're like, yep. Just so you know.
Okay.
I'm just talking shit.
I know. I'm like, where are we going?
Like, why do you look scared all the time? What's wrong with your mouth?
Yeah, there's some crazy stuff in there.
Oh man. But trying to ban the dildos, like, you can't do that. That's like,
was that satire or was he dead serious?
nah, he was serious. Was it all sex toys or was it just dildos? Good question.
You know what I think? Does he has a wife or something?
Mm-hmm.
She was probably using that dildo.
That's why I say he got upstaged
That's
by
what
a
you're saying.
dildo.
Okay, that's what you meant. I didn't know what you meant.
Yeah. Or maybe he wanted all the dildos for himself.
Maybe
Oh.
He wanted probably like a black market of dildos, and he was a producer of dildos. He was going to invest.
Right? You know those exactly. You know those politicians always like some backdoor thing. Maybe like maybe he owned like a dildo paint company, and they end up going somewhere else. He's like, fuck it, all dildos are gone.
No, I think he was trying to win points from that. Like, oh, this banned dildos, thinking people are gonna like, yeah, let's do it, and then they're like, dude.
Even the religious community was like, no.
Right.
That is okay.
Maybe he can perform right, and his wife just had a combination of just dildos.
She didn't even want to see him.
Chainsaw dildo.
What?
I don't know. I'm
You got the sound effects down and everything.
I'm listening just like you are. Oh, yeah. Oh, you guys are dirty. They know exactly what the hell.
I like the sound effects.
Would you? What if your girl said, "I want you to wear a strap on"? Would you do it? Or she'll divorce you. Are you guys looking at me? I'm looking at both of you guys.
What is the reason why you have to wear the strap on?
I don't know. Maybe you're not up to par.
I guess I'm just gonna get a divorce, like, and have to pay some
alimony.
Yeah.
What if it's $109,000 a month, like Derek Fisher?
I'd be happy to make that type of money. I can afford
to give it away.
No, I'd be
Hell
happy
no.
that I can afford $100,000. I'd be like, thanks for thinking about me, but we're gonna fight this.
Like, you wasn't with me when I was shooting in the gym.
Man,
$109,000 for spousal support,
that's a lot
and then $15,000 for child support.
That's a lot.
Shouldn't it be like 50? Like that's a lot. Don't get me wrong, but if you're gonna spend that type of money, shouldn't it be like even? Like the kid gets this amount, and then the spouse gets that amount. That's
This
a lot
lady,
of fucking money.
People don't make that. Most people don't even make that in their job, and she's getting that just
a month,
just because.
It's $1.3 million
a month, right? People don't even make that a
month.
year,
right? A lifetime, like the 1.3 million. That's ridiculous. Like, I see why.
How do you finesse that? Oh, I need 100. Like, how do you explain
I don't
that?
know. I have no idea.
I think it's a percentage of what you make and what you have in your
why?
bank.
But
and
that's bullshit because you know she wasn't spending $109,000 when she was with him.
Man,
Don't get me wrong. She needs some type of. Okay.
Does she need?
Well,
She needs money to support the kid,
but are you gonna live in a mansion and then your kid live in an apartment?
No, that's what I said for the kid. But so
109. That's ridiculous.
this is a touchy subject, but still, like,
I know it's because you're used to a certain type of lifestyle, but
that's why.
Sorry.
That's why I give shout outs to all these gold diggers who who complete their goals. Like, I'm jealous.
But what if
$109,000 a month?
What if you marry somebody, or you guys get married and out of nowhere she comes up with something, maybe hits a lotto or whatever it is, she opens her own company and that takes off, and you're with her supporting her and watching the kids and while she was out.
She
on the
wasn't
road,
supporting Derek Fisher.
No, but think about it. They're on the road 41 games out of the year.
That was her choice.
Okay. And she's taking care of the kids. She's holding the house down, whatever it is. But if it's for you, you'd be like, whoa. And then you guys get divorced. You're like, whoa. I need to be taken care of. Like, I couldn't go to school. I couldn't work. I couldn't save up money because I was sitting here taking care of this family.
I'm not saying she doesn't deserve some type of money. I'm not saying that at all. But $109,000, and the thing is, alimony checks stop when they get remarried, and they don't get remarried because of that reason.
Yeah, no, man. If it was reversed, I'm doing what I got to do. Like, we
take that out.
If we broke up for a reason, like, I don't care about you. Like, I'm moving on.
Take, that's why.
No,
if
you
you
need
got-
to give me your money.
Even if you got
I
cheated
don't like
on,
you, but I need your money.
That's just being bitter. That's just being you're letting your ego get to you. Oh, I got cheated on. I want to take you to court for all this money. No, that's not fair. It's not fair. If it was me and my girl won all this, I got all this money, and we divorced, and I didn't get nothing. I just didn't get nothing. That's why I make sure I can't. I know in my life I can't depend on anybody else but myself.
No,
So-
we're gonna get it.
what if you make $50 million a year? Would you still be willing to give up that $1.3 million a year?
No, you don't. She doesn't need 1.3 million. She doesn't. Just plain and simple.
She wasn't in the gym.
Right.
I can see the child support being 100 G's, and then
Maybe for the kids, so when the
Right.
kid and you put it away. A lot of that, some of that away for the kid that they both of them can't touch. Yeah,
that's a difficult situation. I don't know how long they're.
I don't know. Who knows? We might all, later we might change our minds about that later on. Who knows?
Yeah, but
if it was you, would you be going for as much as you can?
no, not me. No.
Right now I'm saying I don't know. It depends. I don't know. It really. How mad did you make me? I don't know. Maybe I have a point. Maybe I have a tipping point.
But if I was married to somebody for 20 years, 15 years, whatever it is, we got kids together, I done held it down while you was, barely seeing us.
But what if you were gold digging? And that was
You could be gold digging.
But like how usually those relationship works is like, okay, if I'm the millionaire, okay, you don't have your, like, let's say if this person doesn't have their own money. You don't have their own money. So what is it that you want to do? I'll help you start it up so you can generate your own money. So it's not just mine. Something can happen to me tomorrow and you have no money.
Yeah.
And two, I got you out of basically economic slavery. Like, you've got to chill and relax for
And
so
even-
long.
And even if I said, hey, you're going to stay home with the kids, that's your job, you got to set up some type of allowance so they have their money to spend. They spend their allowance, that's on them. I'm sorry. You don't have to pay for the bills, the food in the house, anything for the kids. You don't have to pay with that out of your allowance. Your allowance is for you. Now, you want to go and ball out in front of your girls and do all this shit and have all these handbags, whatever it is that they do. You didn't want to invest it. That's on you. Sorry.
But some of them don't want them out there like that because that's them meeting different people and them possibly cheating. They just stay at home.
That's your
do
ego.
this,
You got to check
and-
your ego at the door. I'm sorry.
So that's probably why he might have been like that. And that's probably why he settled for that much because
But he was fucking.
Man,
yeah, it's a tough situation, man. It's just I know.
That means it was all about money in the first place. It was never about love. It never was about love. It was all about money. That's what it was. Sign that prenup. Oh well.
I'm definitely, if I get paid, I'm prenups all just because like
I'm
we
getting a
need a
prenup
check.
no matter what.
We
I
need-
can
we
make
need a-
$5. You
yeah.
ain't taking that shit.
Yeah, we need some safeguards here because I know a lot of life is about money, but you're not just gonna come. You're not gonna just be with me just to in the future. Like, okay, if something goes bad, I'm gonna take all your.
But
I'm gonna put you in a bad place. No,
Some people was like, oh, okay, if it's true love, then money shouldn't be the issue.
no, money is always an issue.
But that's why, okay, you make that person, okay, you have your business. If I'm gonna have a business, look, I'm hiring you for this. This is your job. You're making your own money now. Like, you're supposed to set people up like that. You're not supposed to give handouts. If you blew up, I'm not gonna say, hey, let me hold $1 million. I'm gonna say, hey, give me a job. Most people are not like that though. But that's how I am. Hey, give me a job. Now, if you want to gift me shit, that's on you. But I want a job.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's fucking folding your t-shirts. I'm earning my money. I don't know, man.
I've known girls who dated athletes, and some of them were just like, just stay home. Go to the store and come back. That's it.
But that's your
Insecurity.
choice. That's a choice. You can stay or leave in that type of situation. That's not. What is it? You know what I mean?
In that case, then that person probably deserves to get their money taken away.
Yeah.
No, leave. You shouldn't be with that person. Get the hell out of here.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to be that demanding, like, no, you got to stay in the house, and then they divorce you, then they probably should get their money taken away.
Okay, so what if you balling, okay, and then
Baller.
the person you were married to is not, and then you find somebody else, or you just fall out of love, or you just
I mean, if you love that person and it was just like, I love you, you know, I'm gonna look out for
didn't work
you.
out, yeah.
I'm gonna look. Okay, then that's different. But if it's like,
Are-
for the most
are you-
part, I don't think that happens.
Are you gonna set them up with something?
Not 109 a month, man. That's crazy money.
Man, that's like outrageous money.
She can live off the child support.
She can live off one, like, man,
Yeah.
a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, who makes 15 G's a month?
Not me.
Man, can you imagine 15 G's a month? No, you can't. I know you can't.
Yeah. I don't know how long his paper is, but I think he got a decent money for coaching
But
the
the-
Knicks.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, like he's smart too. So he invested in, like, remember he was the union rep or whatever for them. And all that stuff. So
I
he's,
still don't think he's making that much money. Maybe he did. Maybe we don't know. Maybe.
I think he's making a decent amount of money. I don't care how much money you're making. 109 a month. That's like, okay, so
How do you- it has to be a percentage. Like, how do you
Yeah,
come up with
so
that number?
I think it's
usually a percentage.
I don't it's probably a combination of the child support and the alimony.
But I heard, so
I know there's a breakdown, but I'm pretty sure it was just like, okay, well, we're gonna name this, that, and this, that, and that, but it's included.
and who knows? He probably settled. Like, okay, I'll give her this because she should be happy with that. You know, I heard a story where some billionaire in Texas or something, like multi-billionaire in Texas, got a divorce and told his wife or his ex-wife, like, I'll give you like the ranch, the land, and everything. Plus, I think it was like $1 billion. $1 billion. And she said, no, I think I deserve more.
Wow.
That at that point, you're just trying to hurt somebody's fucking feelings.
Yeah. Some people are like that though.
$1 billion? That's
Unless this lady put in some work and she was working, making that money.
Hey, Juanita Jordan got $500 million.
500 mil.
I think it was like the most ever somebody got from a divorce.
yeah, because I think this story beat Jordan. The one I was talking about.
Oh, that story.
I think it was going. I remember it coming out when she denied it. So I don't know what happened after that.
So wasn't Jordan cheating? So he probably was like, you know, I love you, but yeah, you know, I messed up. So here, I got you.
Yeah.
No, I mean, didn't sign that prenup in the beginning. You know, you think you probably gonna think you be with that person forever. You probably didn't think he was gonna be billionaire Air Jordan also. So who knows?
That's why. This is gonna sound terrible, but that's why people get their wives murdered.
That's what they say. It's cheaper to keep her.
Definitely.
Jokes.
Oh,
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, alleged murders.
somebody got Drew Peterson on speed dial right now.
Yeah, bring that back. Anything can happen. We could choke on some food. Like, oh, let's go back to this episode.
Right.
Murder. Allegedly.
Well, guys, that wraps up this episode of the Walker Twins podcast. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow us on all social media. Tell your friends about us. Share.
I know you want to
Almost.
say it.
I almost wanted to start singing it.
Tell your friends about it.
Walker Twins out.
Peace.